And now The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Robert Kelly.
I mean, you don't have a monitor or
Here's the thing. I could just do Josh Adam Myers and not know it.
But just eat all day and be narcissistic and
then when I sing the
walk
song,
around
just
yourself.
I can just go. But I don't want to do that.
You want to actually sing it.
I want to know the words.
I mean, you really did step on my nice Josh smash.
No.
But it's okay.
No. Yes, eat all day.
And walk around yourself. Thank you. Thank you for Christine. Thank you. Yeah.
Josh is bringing his dog. It's such a bad idea. I told him not to, and then by the time he said he wasn't going to do it, the dog sitter is full because everyone's a Skankfest.
I mean, I understand it. He's alone, and that's his family.
Sure.
But, dude, come on.
I just feel like you're now beholden to a situation you have to go check in on. And he's going to bring the dog to the festival, which is fine.
But
it's not a good environment for the dog, really.
No, it's not. And the street is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And someone's going to have to watch that dog when he goes on stage.
Or you have to go, put the
yeah.
dog in the room and then go back and do shows.
Well, or that, or he's, hey, dude, can you watch my, what's the dog's name again?
Lecca.
Hey, can you watch Lecca for 20 minutes? I just got to do a quick spot.
No. But there's staff there that can watch the dog for me. It's just, it's an unnecessary lot, more for him than anything else. I was like, buddy, don't you want to just be able to do what you want to do and not?
I'd rather you bring your baby than your dog.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Let's test that out.
Yeah.
Will anyone
Rosebud?
Please bring a baby.
Yeah, Joe List, bring your kid.
Joe. Well, isn't that funny? Sarah said she's not going to be at Skankfest, and it's because they have a little baby.
They have a little baby. I would have loved to seen Joe with a little papoose on with the baby right in front doing his set.
Oh, Joe Bjorn List.
Oh, God.
Baby Bjorn.
It would have been the greatest thing ever.
Singing Bruce Springsteen on stage.
Just after every joke, the baby starts to cry because it knows good comedy.
It's knowing. I'm excited. This is it. This is our last live show.
This is my last show
before
for a while.
Skankfest, and then Skankfest is this weekend. Then we are off next week.
Yeah, off next week.
After Skankfest, so Christine can come back to life. That's when they take her out of the machine. She has to sit in a machine for a week, like Luke Skywalker. Like Luke Skywalker. Why was I saying so many words at once?
I don't know. You're excited, dude.
I am excited. It was a good joke.
It was a great joke.
We have to put Christine in a Luke Skywalker vat with all the tubes on her until she opens her eyes again.
I'll give you what that deserved.
Thank you. I just said all the words at once. He goes, see him, Luke Skywalker.
It was Han Solo.
No.
Really? I thought he was in the...
Han Solo saved him.
I thought Han Solo was in the...
No, I'm not talking about the carbonite.
Oh, you're talking about when he got his arm back.
Nope.
I'm not a nerd. I was doing
drugs.
drugs.
I haven't watched. So that's fair if you don't know. But do you know? Are you aware what I'm talking about, Lou?
Yes, it's on Han.
On the when they had Han Solo went to go save him, cut open that tauntaun.
Oh yeah.
Put him inside it,
Gotcha.
and then when they brought him back inside, Luke was in a vat with a bunch of tubes on him and stuff.
Right. Yeah, I get you.
And then so that's what they're gonna put him in.
Like Christine will
have to be in the same thing to
Luke Skywalker.
Get her, bring her back to life after
the festival because she's going to be worn out.
It's a lot. So,
but it's going to be fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. It is going to be a lot of fun. And so we're taking the week off after Skankfest. Then the following 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be here. Bobby's off. Comedy Camp is shooting its official pilot.
That's right. It's going to be Big J and Mike Fenoya. The new Bonfire.
It will be Mike Fenoya a little bit for sure.
There's a new fire blazing at the barn.
Someone's throwing another log on the fire. We have to go do Comedy Camp.
Yeah, I know. Dude, we're artists.
Mm-hmm.
We're talent. And I've never really been on the other side of it where you have to be in those meetings and the money meetings.
Yick.
The Zoom meetings about, DPs.
Mm-hmm.
Who are we going to get to be the DP?
What are you going to do now that Donnie Dust bailed? What pretty young lady are you bringing with you?
I tell you what, it is going to be a one. We found it. The one woman we were going to pick can't do it. Another woman that is not able to. So we're on to another woman.
I say go blind. I say go out there without a tracker.
Can't, dude.
That's the fun.
Dude, we can't. We're going to be out there, and it'll be too dangerous. To put me in charge of safety is not a good thing. Because if something happens, I'm running.
Don't tell Fenoya where you're camping. He's going to release pythons.
he's gonna put meat in my bag.
Bobby, have a good time out there. I'm just going to keep your seat warm for you. You open your bag, python jumps out. You pre-planted pythons in your bag.
Yeah, he puts Snickers bar all over my socks. In the middle of the night, I'm just getting dragged out by a grizzly. We need to get somebody. But here's the thing. Movies are so, like, they keep telling me, dude, it gets fucked up, but we're going to do it. And movie people, it's a different weird animal. They get shit done. And I wouldn't be able to do it. I would just give up. I'd be like, let's just figure it out. We'll do it some other time. These people, they just make shit happen. Movie people just make
And they're
shit.
saying we're going to get another professional.
Where we're going in the woods, up until a week ago or 2 weeks ago, they didn't even know where it was.
Unexplored.
Yeah, well, we're going. They need to go up beforehand and kind of be like, all right, this is where you guys are going to be. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
So you'll be the second human beings ever in this place.
We'll be. I mean, yeah,
dude. The local wildlife's probably going to love that.
I mean, it's yeah. We're risking a lot, but it's going to be good.
If I were you, I would. The only comfort I would have, I would have to sharpen. Jacob, what do you think? Give or take 70 to 100 sticks sharp, and then bury them into the ground around me, Walking Dead protection style. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like a stick fence, but the sticks are pointing out. So when I wake up in the morning, it'll just be a bunch of dead shit gathered around me as I sleep in between it.
It's Yamanika and Bobby Lee and Norton.
They're all stuck on it because I brought McDonald's in my bag.
Well, I don't know, dude. It's getting to the wire. So I'm hoping. Let's put it this way: we're 99% there. We're not 100%. So I'm hoping that, and that everything in the next week goes through. The money's in. The people we've self-funded this thing. It's a lot on my back, and
it's gonna be great, buddy.
If it doesn't happen now, it's not going to happen. I don't think.
Yeah.
If they have to, because dude,
you're getting too old.
No.
Oh,
no,
shit. That
no,
was a
that's
really
not-
shitty thing to guess and be
yeah,
wrong about.
yeah.
I apologize.
I mean, you're probably right about that, but no, I'm not too old. Just the whole thing about
I
comedy.
wish I was kidding when I said it the first time, because then as soon as I said it, I was like, that's not a good thing to say. Why? Because this is probably the last year your legs are going to work?
No, that's not it, Jay.
Okay.
Not that. My legs are going to work. But if we don't
You're
get...
gearing up for seventh fat?
Well, when we were going to film this was 3 years ago.
Oh, you would have died for sure. It would have been the stuff of legend. There have been so many documentaries about it, though.
People don't know this, that when we started all this shit years ago, I went up with Joe and Ari on the, they had to wait for me. They were nonchalantly walking up this mountain. I was everything in my power not giving up.
You have 2 walking sticks?
Dude, at one point, Ari on the way down had to take my backpack and carry it because my back seized up.
Jesus.
I didn't know how fat I was, dude. I didn't know I was a fat fuck. I thought I was spry.
Well, they should have told you before they fucking
They should have known that I brought...
ascended a mountain with you.
Yeah, fat boy brought rice-a-roni and filet mignons up the mountain. Dude, I cooked such a good dinner.
You know what was the funniest thing about that was when we went camping with everybody up in where was that?
It was up in New.
It wasn't too far.
No, it was in the not the Poconos, the what the fuck is it?
Catskills?
Catskills.
Yeah.
Catskills, KOA, Catskills, and New Bridge or New something.
So very, very fun. But one day, and I understand this. I understand fat on fat crime. I really, really do.
I know. I know what you're gonna say.
I do, but
I feel bad.
Bobby was like, he goes, we're going to go hiking. Now, I don't want to go hiking just because I don't enjoy hiking. It's just not an adventure I like. I would go bike riding before. You know what I mean? It's not so much like doing a thing. It's just hiking. I just never understood it for me. But I know people love it. Bobby goes, we're going to go for a hike. And he goes, Jay, no pressure, dude. Like, you don't have to go. He was like, you don't have to go. It's like pretty high. It's like pretty steep and everything. And Bobby's at his heaviest. And he's saying this to me. And he's going, I went solely because I'm like, Bobby, I'll jog past you on this thing. And I'm not in good shape. I'm just saying, like, I'll definitely. If you, I was like, I'm not saying I can't do it. If you can do it, I promise you, I can do it. But I just went. Bob was like, no. I was like, no, I'll go. What,
dude?
Jay, if you don't think you can handle the terrain, I don't know if you got the right shoes for it. You're probably worried. If you get tired, by the way, at any point, you could stop. You could take a break.
I remember when I said that. Your face was so confused. You were like,
what?
You were looking at me, and then you looked down at my stomach, and you looked back up. No, I'll go. Are you going? I was like, I'm good. I'm good.
Bobby was like, hey, buddy, if you got to stay behind, because you don't want everybody to know that you're too fat to walk up the hill.
I was 360. Just a tub of shit. Ah, fuck.
That was fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
What a fun trip, though, that was.
That was, dude, it was so crazy to me, too, because I was like, we should do a live bonfire. And Christine was like, I don't know. I'm like, the show is called Bonfire.
And we're sitting at a bonfire.
We're going to sit at a bonfire and do the show.
I mean, there's crazy things going on. Ari and...
Rebecca.
No,
Becky.
Becky Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Who I wonder if she's coming to Skankfest.
Probably. Yeah.
I always see her like once a year at this point now. Yeah. B-Rod, but Becky Rodriguez. Yeah, they fucking I'm losing my train of thought now.
They kept throwing fire.
They kept throwing
They did drugs.
They did drugs for sure, and they threw everything in the fire.
They kept.
I think including like the water, like a tray of water bottles.
Yeah, they turned into pranksters.
It was bizarre.
And it was uncomfortable because they kept throwing shit into the fire to see if it would explode or what would happen. And we were just hanging out enjoying the fire.
Telling stories, laughing together.
That's why I made, that was lower camp. I made upper camp. I made adult camp, upper camp.
Yeah.
And I would go up there and sit by the fire by myself.
Yeah.
And you guys were down at lower camp hucking shit into the fire.
This guy was not hucking anything.
You weren't. You were sitting. You're a gentleman in the woods.
I must sit there. Listen. I had a blast the night times.
Yeah.
When me and you and Ari went camping, we got a cabin, but I mean like
oh yeah.
On a break between the 2 weeks of Montreal.
Yeah.
We had like a 2-day break, and we went and got a cabin in the woods and like sitting out back and smoking like cigars. I was even smoking cigars with you guys there. Or cigarettes while you guys smoked cigars, and we just sat by the fire for 3 hours just talking shit and laughing.
Because me, you and Ari exchange roles well. Like I become the girl on certain things, you become the girl on certain things, and Ari.
I prepared us some nice meals. I wasn't even preparing the meals as much as it was cleaning. I was doing the light.
I prepared. I did the meals. Yeah. You did the cleaning.
I did the cleaning.
Because I'm not a cleaner. I don't like to clean, but you love to clean.
And Ari's like, I'll go build a big fire, like all crazy and weird, and run around naked for a little bit.
Yeah, he's like the children. He's the children. We're the husband and wife. Together we formed a family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was perfect. And then the family sits by the fire and talks shit about other comedians.
Then your son walks in with his cock out while you're sleeping in a bunk bed, mushes it in your face.
Thinks it's really funny to drop his nut bag on your head.
It's really not, dude. It's really not. It's haunting.
If you ever met Ari's parents, it's just wacky that who they are. Like when you see them, it doesn't make sense.
I picture them being really sophisticated old Jewish people.
Very sweet.
Sweet.
And yet Ari's dad was in jail for a while when he was younger.
For what?
It was like blue collar. It was white collar crime. I mean.
Like what?
I don't know. I really don't remember.
Dude, I don't know what I know what crime is.
It's going to be a word like embezzlement or something.
Oh, he
did.
I
don't know.
That's a blue. Is that a no white collar?
White
crime?
collar. This is the high level.
I was
crime.
blue collar crime.
You were blue collar.
I was blue collar crime. Yeah.
Yeah, your snatch and grab robberies, your drug stuff. That's that's like now white collar crime could be drugs, but it's not on the scale of dealing drugs. It's on the scale of importing probably drugs.
Did you ever do crime as a kid?
Nothing violent ever. I stole some like dumb shit. Yeah.
But you never did like real crime.
No.
No.
No. I always like felt like I have too much empathy and sympathy. I just like I don't know. I mean, like the dumbest shit when the kids were like all. A big thing when I was younger was ripping off the hood ornaments of cars.
I used to do that too.
Yeah,
and I had so many friends that did it, and like as dumb as it sounded, in the collection of it that people were doing, you were like, "Damn, dude, I kind of want like the Jaguar or the Mercedes one," but I just could never. I'm like, man, all I saw was like, you look at it and you grab it, and I just see a guy coming out the next day and be like, I worked so hard for this Mercedes, and now I gotta go get like a thing on it fixed, and I don't know, it just hit me always.
That's good.
I
That's
got in
good.
trouble quickly when I was younger for going around taking collections for a fake charity.
What was the charity?
Jerry's Kids. I just did like 2 houses, and but I was so naive. I came home and told my grandmother, like I was like, Mom, no worries about money anymore. I figured things out. She's like, you did what? She took me right back to the block and made me give everybody their money back.
You're a white-collar crime.
It's a white-collar crime.
Yeah, it was blue-collar crime.
But yeah, no, I was never involved in like, I never sold drugs to anybody.
Nothing.
Nope, I never stole like porn magazines and dumb little shit, candy when I was younger and stuff, but nothing big. Took someone's package one time off their front thing. It was the funniest thing ever. So we just took it blindly, didn't know what it was. It was so big. And we just stole it and brought it back to my house. I went upstairs to my room and opened it. It might still be in that house. My mom's house, this thing that was, I'm telling you, never used. It was I've told this in the show before, I believe. It was one of the most basic, early on, but it was way too big and complicated, sit-up machine.
Oh, Jesus.
It had like an ass pad and then like, a hinge and then a big pad. It was almost like it was basically a bench press, bench without legs. It was like down on the floor. And on the on the arm part, it had 2 handles that came over your head. And it was just to like sit yourself up. Like, now, this one, mine, no, it is like that, but no, mine was like more older. This is the one that just had like it's supposed to be like just the little tubes with the headrest.
What a sad thing.
This thing was it was so heavy, and for one thing it did these awful sit-ups, and it was loud and clunky and awful, and we built it, and I really said, you know what? My penance was going to be, because I stole this, I'm going to have abs. They're going to change the world. And then I never used it ever once.
There's some poor fat guy got motivated. That was his one shot. He was just waiting for this to come in.
When it didn't show up, he's like, this is the sign.
I'm going to be a fat... He's dead now.
Oh, yeah. He died like that guy in Seven. Like his face down in a bowl, like fucking suicide cereal, where it's like every kind mixed together.
My machine never came.
God doesn't want me to stop. It was a pretty big... Yeah.
I was going to be... me and Frankie, the kid I used to hang out with, we were going to be drug dealers. We decided we were going to be sell pot. And we saved up money. We bought a huge, big bag of weed, ounce of weed, and we started rolling in his house. And we were like, dude, you got to roll them. We used to call them pinners. You got to roll pinners, man. Roll real thin ones. Don't put too much weed in it. That's how we make our money. And we started rolling them, and then we would roll ourselves one and smoke.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, by the end of it, we just unrolled all the joints and rolled 2 big fat joints and went to the park and smoked the whole ounce of weed in 2 joints.
Ugh.
And that's the day I got so fucked up. I remember just being at the park and these 2 Cheech and Chong bones smoking it up. And then we went to the pizza place and we were laughing so hysterically we couldn't order. And then we robbed the place. And
But robbed it how?
Well, the girl that was working there, I didn't want to rob it. We were so fucked up. And we drank.
Like, I couldn't picture it. Maybe this is right. Were you part of or ever the front man of a complete, like, right fucking now, give me what's on you or what's in your cash register or anything? Because I'm like, that just is such, like, being that guy. I could definitely see myself of being a follower to somebody doing that and just being caught up in the moment.
Yeah. I was 100%. I was with those guys.
Yeah, I could be with that, but I'd still be like, I wish we weren't doing this.
I
thought we were doing. I wish we were just playing video games.
Dude, I was 100% that kid. I didn't want to do any of it, but I did it. And then I was the guy that when the guys would fight with their girlfriends, these guys were fucking crazy, and they would fucking mush them in the face, get the fuck out of here, make them cry, and then I would be the kid that walked the girlfriends home. I would always walk them home, thinking in my head that at some point, you're so nice, Bobby. Let me suck your dick.
Yeah.
Never happened.
Nope.
But when we were in there, I was talking to the girl. The girl who worked there was this big-nosed Italian girl who was in my history class. And I was just talking to her, trying to get her to I was laughing and fucking cracking up. And I was trying to get her to, I was like, I liked you so much. I had the courage. She's like, really? Frankie he was so fucked up. He went in the back and told the 2 chefs, one of them we beat up the week before at a party, beat the shit out of him.
Oh, the chef?
The chef. Well, not a chef, like a kid working in the restaurant.
Got you.
And,
I was like, hey, Pepe, why you come back at my studio? Oh, no, it's the kid who beat me up last week.
Why you gotta come in here? The pizza dough's not ready.
Leave Francesco alone. I have no problem with you. Frankie just keeps beating up chefs in town.
He went back and said, listen, we're taking the money. And you're going to say it was two black dudes who took it back in the day when you could blame black people for things.
Oh, yeah. Not anymore.
Not anymore, dude. And he couldn't get the cash register open. And she was crying. She's like, what are you guys doing? I'm like, it's going to be all right. Listen, next Wednesday, you want to go to Dunkin' Donuts with me? I was just trying to get her to fucking go out with me. And I went up and hit the button. I took the money and we ran. And that's the first robbery I did. It was fucking crazy.
I liked in that story, dude. You were the sexy guy decoy.
Dude, I just wanted
Bob, all right, we'll be the muscle. You just go over there and hot guy these girls into a thing. So, hey, you want to maybe, I don't know, come play with my dick later? I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, I know. It was, dude, doing crime, stealing shit. I hated it all the time. We used to get in fights all the time. I hated fighting. We would fight all the fucking time. We would go to a party and it would be awesome. And I'd be like, this is great. And I'd start talking to kids from other towns because I was always, small talk. I love small talk. Hey, man, what's up? And sure enough, one of my fucking dumb friends would throw a punch at a kid's face and we would just fighting. Yeah. I hated it.
Yeah, me too.
I fucking hated it. But what happened was doing it so much, I learned to take a beating good.
Yeah.
And I remember the first time I got the shit kicked out of me really bad. Broke my nose, blood head to toe. And we were walking away and I looked at my friend Frankie and I was like, Frankie. He's like, yeah. I was like, I didn't cry, man. It was like The Outsiders. He's like, what? I'm like, I didn't cry, man.
You proud of me, Pop? In big group friend fights, I try to take on the role so you just don't lose a one-on-one. I took on the role of stopping two people from getting one of my friends. You know what I mean? You push that guy, so you get that guy a good nice shove from the side.
Yeah.
And he's blindsided. He might just move on to something else completely, and then I'm back on double duty.
Yeah, you were soda pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were soda pop. I was Johnny.
Hey, Johnny. This is for Johnny. This is for Johnny.
My friends were so violent, dude. I remember we would just show up and kids would be coming and they would have full beer cans. And they would have them and just walk up and be like, hey, what's up? And just throw a beer can right at people's face and just watch their face explode from being hit by the beer, and then just start fighting. And it was...
Those aren't good people.
Believe me, I know.
My friend Little Jay, when his brother got out of the jail, I did help him commit several crimes, but they were so unknowing.
What do you mean?
Because he would just do it with you, and you didn't see it coming. So one time I took him, he goes, hey, take me down to the music store real quick. He played guitar and shit. And, the only instrument that I've ever dicked around with ever extensively was drums. And so he's looking around, he's like... somebody's going to the drumsticks and he just keeps picking up different drumsticks, and he goes Jay, are these good ones? I go, yeah, I like those are light. I like the lighter drumsticks. And he goes, yeah, okay. And he put them in his back pocket. Now already you're putting drumsticks in your back pocket is a pretty strange way to try to steal something from a store. It's all he's stealing is drumsticks that I don't have a drum kit at the time. And he just wants to steal something, but he's in his back pocket of his. Now, he went to jail in the early 90s for 3-4 years. So this is 1995, 96. He's out. But he's still stuck in the late 80s, hair metal world. So he's wearing a wig, a hat, a half top. I'm not kidding. A half top. T-shirt.
Where do you get a wig? A consignment store when you got out of wig?
Yes.
Where do you get a wig? You can't have a wig in jail.
No, when he got out of jail.
He just came out and was like, get me my wig.
Oh, this isn't the day he got out.
Was he like John Wick? He smashed open the basement floor and took out his wigs, his wigs and his lockpick.
Tell me my thing. My chest is still downstairs. No. He came out and got wigs. I didn't know he was. I'm a very accepting idiot to just what's in front of me. I'm not a big digger. You know what I mean? I don't really dig deep.
Okay.
On stuff too much if I don't have to.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Skankfest is tomorrow.
It is. It is. It starts tomorrow. Well, the pre-party's tomorrow. But he, when he got out, so he wears the. I didn't know he wore wigs until we saw him in court when he went back to jail, because he couldn't wear it.
Right.
And so he was bald completely. But he was wearing a half top and tight jeans and put drumsticks in his back pocket that were flared out. Everybody who worked there was staring at him and just did nothing as he walked out the store. It was so brazen, they didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And then another time, I drove him. He goes, "Hey, can you stop by the liquor store for a second?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And I'm driving my mom's Honda CRX or whatever it is. And LX something. It was a very basic, just box car, Honda. And I drive him to the liquor store. And when he comes out, I'm so aloof. He gets out very quickly and he throws 2 cases of beer in my car. This guy's broke. He has no job. I wouldn't even think about this. He just throws them in my car and jumps in the front seat so fast. He goes, "All right, man, drive." And I was like, "Hey, I was thinking tonight when Little Jay gets back that we should all hang at blah, blah." He's like, "Whatever, man, just drive." And I was like, "Okay." Like, I'm just trying to figure out which way we're going to start driving right now, depending on what. He's like, "Dude, you have to drive." And I'm like, "Wow, dude." I'm just like, Little Jay's older brother's a dick. And then that night, Little Jay came to my house and he goes, "Hey, I heard you helped brother rob a liquor store today." I was like, "Oh." And when you know what? Now it does make sense. That does all add up now, for sure. Dude,
robbing. I remember my friends used to rob people. Like, just walk
That's
up to,
crazy to me.
Walk up to kids. I did it a couple of times. I feel terrible about it now. I took a kid's Walkman when they first came out.
I just asked you if you did this stuff. You said no.
I took it, but I didn't.
I never like stole a thing from like looked at them and like took their shit.
Like I took his Walkman, but I think I gave it back, and I took his moped. I took this kid's moped, but I'm pretty sure after I cruised around, I dropped it off at his house and just left it out front with no gas. Like I never.
That's more stealing than robbery. I'm talking about a stranger. Like, give me everything you have on, your money, your wallet, whatever, and take their fucking shit.
I wouldn't do that. I would wait outside for lunch tickets. Me and this kid, Bobby Sacchetti, we would wait whenever they called lunch tickets. We would wait out front of the office, and as they're coming out, we're like, "Give us a ticket," and they would be like, "Oh fuck," and they give us a ticket, and then we'd wait in line at the lunch line. Then the kids who got the $1, because lunch was 85 cents. We'd be like, "Here, buy this ticket off me. You're only lending me 15 cents. So we'd resell the lunch tickets and then make cash.
What a scam.
And then we'd go, and that would be our drug or drinking money for the night. And we did that like once a week. We would just have a bunch of cash. Yeah, it was all to get fucking high. It was all to get high and drunk.
We found out where my friend Benji's dad kept his porno tape collection. And I can't speak for everybody, but I definitely stole several of them over time and would just fully let him eat the shit for it with his father. Okay. Like, he would call and be like, "Hey, did you guys like take like my dad's videos or anything like that?" And I'd be like, "Buddy, I can't even begin to guess what the fuck you're talking about." And he would just fucking get his fucking, I don't know if he got his ass kicked, but I mean, he would get like reamed out for it for sure. Because it's like, and we just keep playing. He goes, "Dude, I don't know what you mean," while I'm putting a new Dirty Debutantes in. Now I have to go right now.
Dirty.
I can't talk about this. Dude, that's my favorite.
Dude, one of the best.
If you go on Lobster Tube, my favorite porn search hub, it's just there's hours and hours of it up there. The old Dirty Debutante, and it sort of sucks because they're digital. Turned from shitty VHS tapes, but the energy is still there. It was, one
of the fans of the Bonfire, I mentioned a Ginger Lynn movie that I've been looking for I don't know, 30 years.
Yeah, they found it.
He from the description found it and sent it to me.
Nice.
And not only sent me he sent me the whole movie.
Yeah,
which was awesome.
That's great
because it's such a story. I'm a story guy.
I know.
I like the credits at the beginning. Mm-hmm. I like the little action shots where they freeze it like a sitcom, and then they get.
Do you love the song "Deep Throat" like I do?
Oh,
I
yes.
love it. Deep throat, deeper than deep your throat.
I miss that they don't make movies.
No, you don't.
I love the setup.
It was all a sham. These guys felt. Listen, it's before the times changed. You couldn't just go to a girl like, hey, I'll pay you $400 if you come. I'll interview you, and then you'll suck my dick, and I'll fuck you, and I'll fuck your ass. I'll give you $400 more if you want. This is the time when you were like, you're a beautiful actress.
Yes.
And but they were the shittiest actors.
Doesn't matter, dude.
actresses.
It's like stand up now with fucking crowd work clips.
Easy.
No, you're a great crowd work person. I'm just saying.
Oh,
you have jokes, dude.
Skankfest is this weekend.
No, you're not. I'm just saying that, dude, anybody can fucking do stand up now and have 1 million followers.
Sure.
Porn is the same shit. Back in the day, you had to act. You had to at least think you could act.
No, they all think they can, but they're terrible. That's what Boogie Nights is all about.
Listen, it's fine. I like this. I need, hey, what's going on? A little conversation, a little setup, and then all of a sudden something happens. Somebody leaves the room, and he slips over and just reaches down and grab it, and she's like, and she pretends, oh no, but my husband's in the other room. We shouldn't. And he's like, I won't tell him if you don't. And then he's in the other room, dilly-dallying, doing all kinds of weird.
Buddy, you just said a mouthful right there, because I was going to say also that most porn that's back from that time when the girls thought they were actresses and the guys thought they were actors, every porn star you've ever remember from that time has 85 scenes where they're fully dressed laying on a bed or in lingerie. A guy who's not their husband comes in, wildly fucks them, and then the husband comes home. The guy has to hide. She has to sort of fuck the husband now while that guy sneaks out. It's rewritten over and over and over again.
I love it.
And Bobby likes to watch it.
I love a little dilly dally. I love when a guy's in the other room doing a little dilly dally while his wife's getting banged out in the other room. My favorite one.
Oh, yeah, he's like sometimes he's a dork and he's just work. Yeah. He's got two phones up to his ear. Like, honey, I know, I see that you're built like a fucking brick shit house and totally wet and want to fuck me, but I'm sorry, babe. You got to figure something else to do with your life. I'm busy.
Yeah, and then she looks out the window and the young boy next door is just picked up his baseball from the backyard.
Yeah.
And he's looking in, and she opens the window. My favorite one is the stand-up comedian one.
You're never going to make it to the majors, Mrs. Johnson, if you don't practice. Am I right? That's right, little Timmy.
Dude,
can you come up here? I have this thing I can't reach. I need you to reach for me. Sure thing, Mrs. Johnson.
The stand-up comedian one where the girls backstage and the two comics are there, the two open mics are there, whatever. And they're in their fucking 30s, they're men. And he has to go out and do a set in front of a crowd, and she's in the green room, and they just bust her. But he's out there eating his dick, and he's out there, she's in there just getting busted up by these two comics. Find that one, dude. Whoever you are, find that one. That was great. And he's knocking on the door, honey, and they got to clean up real quick. And they're like, hey, dude, how was your set?
The first porn movie I ever remember getting a hold of, and I was able to jerk off myself to it, was I stole it from my grandmother's downstairs tenant, Billy Breslow, still friend of the family.
I was going to say you stole it from your grandmother.
No, Billy Breslow lived, he rented a room for her in the basement. It's my uncle's friend, and he had porn tapes, and I figured out how to get his door open and sneak in and take his porn.
You figured out how to get his door open?
It was very easy.
He did.
Thank you, my mom.
But he was not he was a tenant. So you broke it, you did a B&E.
Completely, yeah.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
I got caught with that eventually because I couldn't do it the way I normally did, get in his room, and I needed that porn. And I don't know why I thought this was the idea. The scissors that I would use to open the door usually, I put in the keyhole, immediately broke into the keyhole, and I just acted like it didn't happen. But I mean, I definitely was trying to break into that room. But yeah, I used to take scissors, and you can it was just like this old wooden, thin wood doors from back in the day in a basement.
Back when people didn't break into people's houses that much.
Well, back in the this was an indoor room though.
Right.
The room was in the house. It was right off the basement of the house. It's not an outdoor entrance or anything.
Yeah.
It was just a door, just to get into the room.
I know what you say. Make America great again. I hear you.
Yeah. Thin wooden door with a latch. You could just kind of catch the metal and pull it in, and you open the door. But I got this porn and put it in the VCR. Man, they didn't legality. Would have not fact. This is a totally illegal situation, I would say. But the video was two guys sitting in a room, very 70s. Door knocks. It's a Asian lady, and not particularly porn star looking at all.
Asian?
And she's there to sell
You
something
mean she
to
was
them.
Asian?
Yeah. Well, there's Asian girls who are very porn looking.
But porn is pretty much.
But Asian, but they bring her in. She's like selling something, and they're like, yeah, sure, and she's doing, and then kind of shittily like pull their dicks out and like stuff in their mouth, and she's like, oh, and then they like lay her down. And it's a pull the panties to the side, fuck, and they're just getting her from both ends, and I was just like, this is great. This could possibly happen in the world. Like if someone sells something at your door, you can just bring them in there and just be like, yeah, we'll talk about that later. Here's my cock. Suck this.
I came up on Lady Chatterley. You remember that?
Do you remember the
Lady Chatterley?
Of course, it's always that Harlequin shit. Do you remember
It was always some castle.
Yeah.
There was a little
Porn for chicks more.
Sophistication.
But you knew you could whack off on Cinemax, which was nice.
I like the fact the one that the young boy, the young boy,
yes,
was there, and she was the teacher, and she was watching like a nanny type situation, and she didn't, there was nothing to it, and then he would watch her change, and then one night she caught him and scolded him. You shouldn't do this.
No.
And it was a slow build. Like her self-esteem had to slowly kind of fall away. And I remember something happened to her with some guy, and then she came home one night and he consoled her, and she was there. And then slowly she looked down and he had a little boner.
Ooh.
And she was like, she grabbed it with passion. She couldn't help it. It was like
Compelled.
slow passion. She grabbed it, and then she was like, "You can't tell anybody." He was like, "I won't." And then they went at it slowly. She took her breasts out.
Those movies, though, did have the milkiest white fucking ever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, no one tanned either on their white skin, so the girls were like pasty with at best light brown bush, and the guys just like their asses and legs and dicks were stark white with the pinkest tips. God bless them.
That was before the 80s porn where everybody was tan.
Yeah, everyone started getting tan. They still had the bushes, and then the 90s started saying goodbye to the bush.
Yeah, I miss the bush. I like a bush.
Me too.
I like a nice bush. You ever have a square bush? Where they make it into a square?
Not a square.
Looks like Minecraft.
Never a square, but the long rectangle I used to like a lot. That came up pretty high even, but manicured.
Yeah.
And I don't mean a strip. I mean a rectangle that goes right up, like pretty high up.
Pretty high up.
Raquel Darrian had that. She was one of my favorites.
Wow, you have a fucking memory, dude.
Just that one.
I remember Ginger Lynn.
Yeah, she was. It's on around the same time.
I think that's it. Ginger Lynn, Gage.
Sure.
Gage was my shit.
You didn't like the? I used to like some of the black ones too a lot.
Which one?
Janet Jack Me was pretty great. Heather Hunter was too, like, if it makes sense, she was too white looking pornography wise, which is what they tried to do. They could make the long hair and the whole thing.
I think black. And I know my accent makes it sound racist when I say that.
Heather Hunter was pretty.
I think black girl blowjobs are the sexiest because they get into it. What are you shaking your head for? Really?
He knows they're reluctant.
What do you mean? What do you mean they're reluctant?
Well, that used to be the dig always. The black girls don't like sucking dick. Those days are over.
No, dude, black girls in porn, man, they talk.
Oh,
I like talking.
Yeah.
And I hate when they make you talk. I like when they talk. I don't when you're with a girl and it's like, you like that, yeah, and they're like, say something to me. You're doing good. Like I'm not a good talker backer.
Yeah, like when the black girl comes in and gets gangbanged by a bunch of like hillbillies, and she's like talking down to them the whole time. You fucking hillbilly trash! Suck my black pussy.
I didn't see that one, but
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you.
I like talking. I like when girls talk to me. I love that. I like what was it POV?
Really?
I do. I like when she's like, "You like that?"
No, I need more guy in my videos.
I don't. I'm fine with no dick in the video.
No dick?
I'm fine.
No, I got to see him going to work, dude.
I like a POV and I like dirty talk, but I don't want to be like, even when I'm with a girl, please don't ask me to talk dirty back because I don't know what to say. I'll say something stupid like, "Yeah, me too." You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, I can grind. I'm a good grinder. I can see like 2 words. You fucking.
You fucking, we're fucking?
You fucking. You fucking. You like
Fucking,
that?
everyone's fucking.
I fucking like that. I fucking. I can mumble. I'm a good sex mumbler.
It's a party in the USA.
Yeah. I love when a girl looks right at me. Is this what you want? Is this what you want? Yes, it's fucking motherfucking.
I want to ask what this is before our guest comes in because I don't want to blindside them. Yes, Jacob?
No, I mean, you said young lady Chatterley. That's what that was like the only porn because I only had Cinemax.
Yeah, Cinemax.
So Cynthia Christel was like it for me, but they never showed anything but the tops. But I didn't care.
Yeah,
they like you realize when you're older, like they were fucking their belly buttons.
Yep,
they were hot, but I didn't care.
You guys didn't do Bobby. Do you remember the
Harley
Cinderella?
McBride.
The Cinderella porno where it's the snapping pussy. They're trying to find the snapping pussy.
No.
No one else saw this.
You
thing
and
but
Patrice,
me.
and I remember when Patrice found that, like when they started doing sitcom porn.
Yeah.
And I can't get into that. And then they did superhero porn.
Yeah, that's dumb too.
Yeah.
But it was a chance to see. It is funny to watch China get her green makeup butt fucked off of her.
I remember, because I think we're talking about the same film. I'm thinking you're talking 1985 Young Lady Chatterley 2.
Yes.
And I remember because Nick the Dick is in it. He's always 3 names. He's Nick the Dick in Bachelor Party, Thomas the Gardener in Young Lady Chatterley 2, and Shane the Butler in Malibu Express.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's his 3 roles that I know this guy from, and he's basically soft porn in each one. But in that one, you're talking about when she deflowers Virgil, who's they purposely make this kid out to be super nerdy.
Yeah.
And she finally says, well, I have to make him a man. And as he's fucking her, I remember he goes, Mama couldn't have known. That was the big line. And because she goes, it's time, Virgil. And then as he's banging her,
yeah,
Mama couldn't have known. that was like hardcore porn for me.
Did you know Batman was in that movie?
Adam West, yeah. I remember.
Oh yeah,
he was in I couldn't believe it because I knew him as Batman.
Well, there was
this was before there was Michael Keaton.
Cinemax actresses, real actresses, were doing that softcore porn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I actually know somebody who was a friend who
was a
regular actor, actress, and was in one of those, and it was shocking.
Yeah, they've been a couple of those. I mean,
look, Adam West. They got Adam West to do it. They must have just paid him.
How do they do that? How do they do that? But I'm sitting there going, okay, I get this
gig
a
wacky
where I'm going to bang, softcore porn, and I've worn one of those things when I filmed the Bronx Warrants. I had to wear a Stamenkia sock, but my penis just crawled in my body out of fear.
Absolutely.
It just kept sliding off.
I hated it.
And I don't know how these guys are banging away.
Because they got big cocks and thin bodies.
Yeah, I guess you know what?
I hate them.
It was right in front of me. I didn't even see it.
Speaking of big, huge, fat cocks, what is this top thing? Am I on the loop on here? Kevin Hart, divorce?
Well, here's the thing, dude. First
is
of all,
that a guess?
I want to say this. This P. Diddy thing, I brought this to the table a long time ago. And a lot of people in this room...
Yeah, but not before there was smoke.
People didn't believe me. I was like, this guy's a piece of... And who knows?
Sure.
It's all coming... You.
Well, we know he's a beaut. He beat the shit out of that girl. We watched
Yeah, but it's all coming out now. And apparently, this is allegedly that a lot of people are going to start going down because there's videos of these parties.
The freak-offs.
People have videos. And I guess in the investigation, could be all bullshit. I hope it is because I love Kev.
You want to film a freak off this weekend?
What?
Should we film a freak off, dude?
Us all eating shirtless in your room and then doing tummy time?
Yeah, no girls, just all of us, just fucking. And then all of us maybe rolling around the bed with our shirts off.
Let's do it.
Around, just fucking freaking off, man.
Dude, let's do a tummy time sandwich.
Oh man, what a freak off!
You, then me on top of you, Lou on top of me, Black Lou on top of Lou, and then Jacob on top of Black Lou.
Well, how about this? How about you hear this? Ready? We all lay shirtless.
Yeah.
On a bed,
okay,
facing the same way, and then with no hands, like arms out, we constantly change places. Just rolling over this one and rolling over that one. He rolls over. Oh, what a fun little game it'll be.
Whoever falls off the bed loses.
Yeah, and then the last two fuck. It's called a freak off. There still has to be a freak off. You love Kev, but what? What does it say divorce for?
It says because they apparently, the videos that the FBI sees and the photos, and in some of these photos, our little friend is in this doing some fucked up shit. Now this is allegedly. You know, now it's all out there, and you know, Jaguar's saying shit. Everybody's saying weird shit now, so you don't know what's true or not. But
who's Jaguar, right?
She's that. She was a singer back in the day
with P. Diddy.
With P. Diddy.
So she's coming out and saying. So I mean,
she's been saying it for years, dude. She's been saying it for years.
But no one listens because she's a black woman.
No, people listen to her. But
I didn't listen because she was a black woman.
I guess there's actually photos and videos of people and. You know, a lot of people.
Isn't that what they said with Epstein? Like, no,
yeah, and then they murdered him.
No, right. So I'm saying, like, isn't P. Diddy probably just gonna get killed in prison?
I mean, it's going to be crazy if he doesn't. Because
do you think he's going to come out? Come out with stuff.
A lot, dude. You don't think he's going to?
But why would the FBI put a video out of like Kev fucking guys or 8 girls or whatever? Like, why would it come out if they found it?
Well, dude,
I don't know if it'll come out, but he'll be in trouble.
It's in evidence. And people who see the evidence.
But why? What's the difference? They're going to say if Kevin, like, it's not illegal for Kevin Hart to get his dick sucked at P. Diddy's house.
No.
I don't know.
It's not illegal to do any of that. But if you're married and your wife finds
it's
out about
going to fuck his life
that's
up for
where,
sure.
That's what divorce. So she's hearing. I get this.
So it's not that Kev's going to be in some kind of legal going to jail for anything. Just the fact that that he partied like that.
He was at the parties and apparently she's. But it could be bullshit, dude. It could be bullshit. And look, you're at a party, shit's going on. Just because you're in a room and there's a bunch of guys fucking each other with Justin Bieber, that doesn't make you a criminal.
You're just there.
I mean, you wouldn't watch that. You wouldn't take a couple.
Of course.
Is that Justin Bieber?
If you go right now, P. Diddy's in the bathroom fucking Justin Bieber, I'd try to get into the bathroom.
With your scissors.
There's a video of him doing an interview with like 15-year-old Justin Bieber's like, I made this guy man. We took him to some parties. We can't say what we did.
Yeah, it's when they're by the car, right?
I think so.
Like outside by the car.
It's outside.
Yeah, P. Diddy's definitely Justin Bieber's definitely uncomfortable in the conversation. He's like, how come you don't take my calls no more, man? You don't want to hang out no more. He's like, I don't know, man. I'm like 15.
Yeah. I mean, you think about the stuff that came out with Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
The stuff that's going to come out with famous people were at these parties. Famous people.
But for
Spacey's
a freak
back.
off, do you think like
Spacey's back. Louis back. Weinstein's back.
Do you think like they said some people say that people have sold the freak off tapes before?
I don't know, but
which is not like that's what I'm saying. Like what? I guess there's explicit footage of these things. I guess, but like, how dark down a road are you? This is the world. Like, does it make sense? Like, I'm not saying. I'm in the fucking odd sex shit, I'm sure, and stuff, but I mean, I don't know if it has to become like I would never be like, if I became a multimillionaire tomorrow, it's like, Christine, let's have a party where everybody's, girls are shooting champagne out of their assholes into champagne glasses and everyone's fucking in the pool. It seems to go weird, like.
Sounds like fun.
You're fucked up if you want to document
I'm just saying I'm a pretty pervy dude, and it's just, I don't understand this. Yeah, exactly. Like, let's get everybody involved and document it. Like, because here's the thing. However pervy my idea, and this is maybe something that comes with age, however pervy the idea and strange of a situation, it's like, let's do this. When I come, or I'm done coming, whatever, when we're eating.
We're going to the kitchen.
One, I have to smoke.
And we're having cereal. We're going to order pizza. And then we're doing tummy time and watching Joe Matarese videos. As soon as I come, that's what's going on.
No, but as soon as I come, like, I now feel the ridiculousness of anything we've done.
Yeah.
The shit talking, the whatever, you know what I'm saying? It all kind of snaps back to like, okay, so that's weird, right? What we all just did.
You sucked Justin's cock at a horse farm. Wait, that was crazy, right, dude?
Just until my hair comes back, man.
But fuck a paper trail. Let's make a video trail. That's what's crazy.
Yeah, that's what
Let
I'm
me
saying.
one-up you.
And who's there going like, you know, it ain't a P. Diddy freak off until I'm Kevin Hart getting my dick sucked by fucking Solange Knowles.
I don't think. Here's the thing. Kevin's not that stupid. He's not. And
I don't think he is,
even in the video that he was in with P. Diddy, when P. Diddy was saying weird shit about wrestling in the bed, he's like, yo,
He's like,
man.
what are you saying?
What are you Just stop saying that
But
shit.
Kev may have been standing in a black robe around a circle while P. Diddy killed a girl.
I think they're just trying to suck everybody they can in.
They want to turn on him.
They want to suck everybody they can in to have people turn and start telling this is what really happened. And I think Kev, unfortunately, is gonna. Look at J-Lo, dude. J-Lo's in this shit. J-Lo's deep. She was with P.
P. Diddy's going to be like, don't trust that bitch. She dropped a grumpy in my bed. That worked for Johnny Depp. She dropped a grumpy.
Who's
All of
LeBron
Hollywood
James, dude? Deep.
The picture of LeBron James in the French maid dress. Have you seen that?
Hot.
Is that real?
Not real. Really?
I don't know. If you listen to Kurt Metzger, everything you've seen is real. That is P. Diddy fucking Meek Mill. Although, did you
I
see
believe
the other
that.
thing?
I told you.
Did you ever see the other thing with Meek Mill and P. Diddy? Did you see the other video recently? No. Oh, find that, Lou, where Meek Mill's in a pool. He's like, you about to go platinum, daddy. You about to do something, dad. Now, here's the thing. The jokes are, is possible a video in the world of me speaking exactly like that to a buddy of mine. Does that make sense? But I am a comedian. I joke. P. Diddy is not. It's not a hip hop thing to do. It doesn't seem like two hip hop guys would sit around making like gay jokes to each other. Two white guys would.
Here's how crazy it is though. When they accused him of fucking the cop from Die Hard, I'm like, all right, dude, this has got to be real now, because why would you even throw that in the mix? That's so out. The cop from Die Hard, Carl Winslow. Diddy supposedly fucked him too. He came to the house one night and they fucked Carl Winslow, and it's like that. That's so crazy. It has to be true.
No,
I mean, dude.
No, can I tell you what's wrong about that?
You're not just gonna throw that into the mix. That's
Why
like
him?
so nuts.
I'll tell you why. There's a whole thing with that. I believe I read a little bit about that. It's a mistake on what they're saying. It's not Carl Winslow, the dad. I think Eddie Winslow, the one who's the son. Because he's like dating like a trans girl now, very famously. I think it was someone making a mistake and saying Carl Winslow, and they meant to say Eddie Winslow, the guy who plays the son.
I think Carl Winslow is gay, right? He's gay too.
Reggie Vell Johnson, very possible, but I don't think. I'm just going to be honest. I don't think that fat guy's getting invited to a freak off.
That's why I'm saying it's got to be true. Because why would you throw him in?
No, because it's going to be Darius McCrary, the son.
When Richard Pryor's son came out and said that he fucked Sam Kinison, it shocked my fucking world. I mean,
yeah, but it's also probably not true.
It's true.
Why?
It's 100% true.
What percentage?
100%.
Okay, yeah, there you go. You weren't in the room.
Dude, listen, first of all, he said, what's his name? The comic.
Paul Mooney?
Paul Mooney used to fuck him. And
Of course.
Paul
Mooney's a gay guy.
Yeah, but Sam Kinison did some weird shit, man. It was back in the 80s, too, when...
Everyone was butt fucking.
Dude, gay shit
right.
wasn't really that bad.
No, it's when it was its worst bad. It was AIDS.
No, that's when it got bad. That's when God was like, listen... you guys are getting crazy with this butt fucking.
Yeah, whoa.
Whoa.
Let's get 10 years to sort this out.
Dude, anything is believable now. When you find out that Richard Pryor's son was getting fucked by Paul Mooney and who else didn't he fuck somebody else?
Dice. Let's just start rumors.
No, stop.
Kevin Hart.
Oh!
You think I gotta fuck some kid?
You think I went up a hill and sucked the dick? Oh!
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Listen, dude, it's so crazy that a lot of this stuff has to be true. And the FBI, they're holding him no bail. I mean, a lot of shit's gonna come out with this, and I guarantee he's gonna go away. Diddy's gonna go away because billions of dollars are at stake right now.